Got enough people in here. There's people in here. Alright, so, Descent Champions. Duelist is, a bit irritating to play, I guess. You don't have any, like, range on enemies. Bows suck early on. So, you know, you use melee, obviously. The problem with playing Duelist is acquiring gear, because, your weapons are going to change eventually. But I've kind of mitigated that a little bit. So, the first thing we're going to take is the Molten Strike gem, a small life flask. Like my IDs goes over here. So we're going to take out of this chest a Molten Strike, a small life flask, and Dual Strike. Dual Strike serves one purpose. We're going to ditch it eventually, but we need it for one fight, because Molten Strike has Splash, and that's for the Brutus fight, because Brutus is a Soul Eater. So, if Molten Strike splashes too much, swap to Dual Strike so he doesn't get too fed and then crush us. So my strategy is I'm gonna grab the claw, which I think is called the, I don't know, it's a fucking claw, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna grab the claw, and the claw has three really good properties we're all gonna use. One, it has life gain on hit. That's really, really important, because when it has 3 life gain on hit, one hit of Molten Strike can restore about 12 life per attack against a single target if all the things hit. With a life pool of 60, you need to attack, what, 5 times to get all your life back? These shitty flasks heal 60 over 7 seconds. You've got basically a default attack time when you have dual wielding about 0.7 seconds. So, basically, attacking is a more reliable life source than using flasks. So I really like claws in this race. It also has decent damage. The other thing is that it has hatred. The hatred aura gives you physical damage, so there's extra damage there. And the extra damage doesn't really matter, it's the chill effect. So after you hit a mob, they become chilled, because mobs in this Descent Champions race have like 4 hit points or something. They're incredibly weak. And most of them lack any elemental resistance, so they chill really easily as well. So I'm going to be using Molten Strike with a Claw. The other thing we're going to pick up is the Blood of Summer Sword. So the Blood of Summer gives you Frenzy Charges, Movement Speed, and Area of Effect. All of those are incredibly good. It's pretty much impossible to beat. And when you have 4 Frenzy Charges up, they last for 10 seconds. And they have 20% movement speed, and you have, I think, 16% radius. So the radius makes the Molten Strike splash farther, so you have better area, so better clearance, better splash. You kill stuff faster, and you run faster, reach the next pack faster. So those are the first things I'm going to grab. Molten Strike, Small Life Flask, Dual Strike, hit the first chest, get the Claw, hit the second chest, get the Blood of Summer. I'm going to equip the Blood of Summer first. If you equip the Claw first, it doesn't matter because it's just going to default to the left hand. I want the Claw on the right hand. Because I'm going to replace the Blood of Summer eventually, and I want it in my main hand weapon. I guess it doesn't actually matter. I mean, he's Double Strike, but whatever. So I guess it doesn't actually matter. But whatever. That's what I do. So, in the Claw, I'm going to put in Molten Strike and Dual Strike. And then when I get a decoy totem, I'm going to put it over here in this slot, because eventually I'm going to need to replace the 2 gems in here with Molten Strike, Weapon Elemental Damage, and Added Fire. So, the main things I'm looking out for on the ground are going to be flasks. So we need flasks. Better flasks mediums are going to be really helpful, because small life flasks and small mana flasks do nothing. And especially a ruby ring and a topaz ring. Any of those are going to be massively useful. You need the ruby rings, well, if you can get a ruby ring, it makes the Gravices fight at the very end very easy, and you need a topaz ring for the Inner Halls level 3. If you have no lightning resistance for the Inner Halls level 3, you will die. Guaranteed. You walk in a room, you get arced by archmages, you instantly pop. So try to avoid that. Get topaz rings, alch them, they will be your best friends. So yeah, it's really odd, this race, when you need elemental resistance, and the fact that you never find a ruby ring. So yeah, we'll see what we get. Should be interesting. Starts in 1 minute. So my choices are I think the croaking hulls, and I'm gonna pick up the quicksilvers. I'm not gonna grab the leap slam from the pillars of whatever the zone. I'm gonna go to the freezing chamber and grab quicksilvers. In general, all of my transmutations and augmentations are going to be spent on flasks. Because flasks, you can't roll with chaos or alchemy orbs. So if I get a chance orb or something, it's probably going to go to a flask as well, because you run out of transmutes in this race. Like, the most important thing is to find a greater life flask with a, seething on it, like seething, bubbling, or panicked. So I got Molten Strike, and Dual Strike, and Small Mana. Go over here, get that, over here, get that, equip that sword, put that there, and let's get going. Turn on that. So you can see how the life gain on hit does a lot of work. So I want to get that up the toolbar, put it over here. So I want to get 1 level. Early on you have like no hit points, so if I don't find a coral ring really early on, I'm going to take the melee physical damage and life node, because life is worth a ton. Oh man, the loot was turned off. This is a magic pack. I should have leveled up really fast.
It's nice not to be dead yet.
So, boots. Skip a couple of these guys. Ooh, another magic pack. Did I flatline? No. So probably got enough experience out of here. Yeah, so in general, just when you come across backs of mobs, especially blue mobs, just kill them, you know.
It seems this new arena suits me.
Level 3 is a bit over level for this area, but it's fine. Let's swap those. I got a croaking hulls, because I hate those goddamn monkeys in the chattering hulls. They kind of piss me off, because they're fucking monkeys. So grab the coral, power, medium, just basically everything's fine. And decoy totem, because decoy totems are fucking boss. I'm gonna transmute this flask, and hope I get, frozen shield's not bad. I'm hoping for elemental resistance, though. Elemental resistance would be ideal. So we want those 2 nodes. Yeah, you can see the life gun hit doing work here. So before level 5, I want to get to the freezing chambers. So right at about level 5, you should get to the freezing chambers. Maybe you get to level 6 if you kill like a lot of stuff there. But you'll pick up the flasks, like the quicksilver flasks, and preferably you can kill 1 mob in the freezing chambers, and then the flasks will recharge. So you just want to time that event with getting to the freezing chambers, so that the moment you enter, you have the flasks charged and ready to go. So you equip them, you roll them, equip them, kill a mob, level up, and they're all charged, and you can use them to run faster. Pick up all the currency. So the moment you get regret orbs, just use them. I'm gonna reroll that. Recovery speed. It's better than that. I can go through the door. I'll take attack speed, and these are life nodes. So the Rasping Halls is where we find the freezing chambers. It's in the middle of this hallway somewhere. So you kind of have to know where it is. So I think the area, so it should be over here somewhere, I think. Let's see how correct I am. Golden chest. That's really good. Finding a coral ring is very important early on. Chrome, that's not that useful. Take it anyways. It can't be right here. No. So in general, just attack shit, get life back. Oh no!
Couldn't ask for a better training ground than Rayclast.
Magic belt. That was fucked up. Huh. So it should have been over here, I guess. Yeah. So whatever, I missed that timing. Fix over avian slippers. I just like to alk the avian slippers. Because in general they always roll movement speed anyways. Then transmute these flasks up, hopefully you get one with movement speed. Elemental resistance, I'll take that. That's really good. Oh, another elemental resistance. So they're two pretty good flasks. Generally you don't want to kill anything in the freezing chambers, but magic packs are of course always worthwhile. And getting those frenzy charges up really makes you run a bit faster. What else do I need? So this is what I call the RNG boss. I call it the RNG boss because it's totally RNG based whether you live or not. So we'll see if I die. I'm gonna use the fucking Quicksilver flask just for the resistances. Yep. It used to be worse when you get shock stacks on you, so I suppose it's been improved over that. So like the first time I attacked him, he fucking wrecked my shit. The second time I went at him, he did nothing. So it's even worse if you get crit. It's really fucking annoying. So I'm gonna take that node, that node, that node, and that node. Part of the gladiator means we can equip chest armor. So now that we can equip chest armor, we're looking for a chest. This is a really easy haul. Just start wrecking shit in here. So level 6 died. I'm level 6, so we're doing pretty good. So we're gonna want to run between the packs and try to chain those frenzy charges to keep them up. If you preferred to have the resistance on the medium mana flask, because it's up more often than the Quicksilver is. Even rolling these things. I should roll that other medium mana. Light. Hollow Cave. What's in that? Should transmute. Instant recovery is like the worst. Or just whatever. Alchemy, got a rustic. Ooh, a perfect rustic. So that's really nice. I don't bother with any of those. At this point, I kind of like to alch. Oh, these spiders have 2 phases, so if you kill the first form, they spawn some more guys, and you can kill them. I get a lot of experience. So I like to alch the Amber Amulet, because in general you're probably going to need strength to equip a chest. Oh, now it's an upgrade to that piece of shit. Oh boy, devours. So, where's the alchemy? Bing! 1% life leech, 2 life gain on kill. Could be a lot better. In general, the strength is better than the other amulets because you get, what, hit points out of it? So, I get a couple hit points. Hollow amulet's kind of useless. So after this, since survivability isn't that big a deal, yeah, magic guy. I like to get Dervish. If you're gonna across these spiders, kill the spiders first and then work on the other guys, because the spiders spawn mobs afterwards. So it's kind of like a delayed extra mob. Kill them first. and time the Molten Strike hits to blow up the other spiders as they pop out. Lapis amulet, need that. Magic Devours, don't care. Try to keep up those frenzy charges. They fell off. That's fine. Speed up this magic pack. So after this, I like to get the projectile damage node. Get to the burning cave. So I like to get the projectile damage and fury bolts. Need all that. Pick up the topaz ring, and yeah. The topaz ring is going to be really useful for the Stormy Ledge, which is one of the next areas. It's like level 17, so it's not going to appear for a little while, but it will definitely be helpful then. Still looking for something
My fans
else
in
that's useful.
Orient will barely recognize me.
If I can get a ruby ring, it's be very nice. Mail boots, cone helmet, bastard sword. Oh, that's useful. Why did I do cold? I just don't like the... Oh, I went to the chamber grid already? Yeah, fuck it. I don't like the mana cost in added cold this early on, because the mana is really an issue. I don't know, it's just irritating running out of mana. Anything useful in any of these? Not really. I should not have gone in here, but whatever. So the cage is massive irritation. Flask charges gained. 5% element orders. That's pretty decent ring, actually. Fury bolts. So he's gonna spawn some guys. Oh wait, I forgot to put in decoy totem. Oh.
My spirit is spent.
I'm kind of fucking up this fight a little bit. So in general, the Molten Strike and life being on hit from the claw, you can just kind of like face tank him a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Chain belt. Nothing else in here is too useful. I'll take the helmet, because it's probably better than the white helmet I have. Doesn't matter. Oh, cold resistance. Does that serve purpose? Not really, but whatever, I'll take it. Next, I'm gonna head for those two nodes, and then grab hopefully cloth and chain. If I feel like I don't have any hit points, I'll take some of those. So there are two types of zombies in here. There's the good ones and the bad ones. The good ones don't leave tar on the ground. The bad ones do leave tar on the ground. Try to not kill too many of the bad kind. Yeah, if you are paying a lot of attention, try to use all your flasks before you level up. In general, the quicksilvers. So in here, the decoy totem is actually really useful. The mobs, if too many mobs group up around you, they won't swarm around you. So the decoy totem kind of expands that area, and more mobs will become attracted to it. It can also help pull the zombies together when you're at like a door or something, so you can come in and wreck the whole room. No, crypt. I'll try to avoid all the cold damage zones. They're terrible. I grab the citrine and leave the large life flasks for the purposes of this. The medium flasks are good enough. Oh my god, Ewok, what do you want? Is that a magic mob? Magic mobs. So Molten Strike does damage in a weird way. You don't really need to finish killing the mob when you use it. You can kind of just like blink at them and then kind of ignore them, and the projectiles that do the rest of the damage. 1 point free, which means we pick up another useful node. Iron ring. I think I have our 2 core rings already. So we're hit a dead end. It's okay. Get those frenzy charges up. Boom, frenzy charges. Oh, that was a stupid mistake. Ooh, exile. No, 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 don't die. Okay, gloves. Gloves are like weapons in this like in this game. They have insane damage on them, or they can get insane damage. I've had like these shit weapons, but got god tier gloves, and they just like wreck the shit. Like bam, attack speed. Look at that. Does this chest really have 90 defense? Should probably drop some stuff out of this inventory. See, level 14, so I can't use large life flask yet. Am I level 13? Don't have it. I go to the Stormy Ledge. I'm a little bit under leveled actually. Should be level 14 when I hit this point. But whatever, that's fine too. So I try to get cloth and chain and elemental resistance before I hit here. That's fine. So we want the topaz. Greater lives. We're gonna spend a little bit of time to just roll stuff. So I want to keep that chest. This helmet is pretty bad. This belt is also pretty bad. Elemental. I'm gonna swap in. Added fire. I'm gonna slot in. And let's roll these topaz rings. So the topaz rings are very important because they give you lightning resistance. This one, it's not that bad. I'll take it. And this one is pretty fucking bad. I'm gonna chaos it. 2 life gain on hit, 1% physical each. I'll take it. 36 lightning, that's good enough. Equip those gloves in one tiny moment, and let's get going. Next thing I want to do is roll or chance up that yeah, chance the greater life flasks. We're about 16 minutes in at the Stormy Ledge. It's pretty decent. I need to level up though. I think I have an experience penalty right now. It's really important. I try to kill absolutely everything. Wow. Level 14. Swap on that, swap on those. Two stone, fire, and cold. It is a fire ring, so I'll take it. What is that? Level 18? Jeez. None of those stuff matters. I kinda need to kill a lot of stuff to get levels. Oh. Alright, so next thing, Cat's Paw. That's our endgame weapon right there. Cat's Paw is with 8 life gain on hit. So, you know, 8 life gain on hit. I've only got 300 life right now. Probably end the race without 500. Makes a humongous difference.
My spirit is spent.
It makes the general strategy of using a duelist way safer. So cloth and chain has 10% all res. Oh my god, Cat's Paw. So I think we're kind of set. Never find anything with int on it. That's a pretty decent one. It's got life gain on it already.
I'm starting to think there's more to life than prize or
exalted orbs? Yeah, I got exalted. So we got mana, whatever. This is a decent claw. We have another one to roll though. So now we can have the chaosing. Or let the chaosing begin. So now I'm just looking for something that's kind of decent. Medium life flasks don't need at this point. Let's pick up bravery, why not? We don't really need the resistance, it's at 6% res node. Got a resistance flask. So it's 19 minutes in. Well, 15, it's not that bad. So to equip a cat's paw, you need some intelligence. That's why I grabbed the other amulets. So if we don't find anything with int on it, we can still equip it. So I have, I think, resistance on the Quicksilver flasks. So I'm going to use that to get resistances. Medium life flask is way better. Let's toss that on. I won't be able to use the slightly better, greater flasks for a little while. Iron Scepter. It's no cat's paw though. Battered helm. Stats. Crap. Let's go over here. Grab that node. Battered foil? I wonder what the stats are on a battered foil.
I believe in traveling light.
I don't think it really matters. I'm just kind of curious. Bad. The answer. Any whetstones? A sapphire flask. Wow. That could be so good, but it's not. I'm at level 17. That's about the time I should be entering in here anyways. So I like to get that node. Hate beat is kind of a joke. So just lay a decoy totem, he'll attack a little bit. So, okay, that's some fucking desync. Identify that belt. Oh my god, that belt's fucking awesome. It's like almost worth exalting. So what else? Coal ring. None of that stuff matters. So we have a really good gloves, a really good belt. Beyond that, let's just keep going. So at this point, we're fighting bears, so damage is kind of more useful. At this point, we're going to replace the Blood of Summer with a much better weapon, which is anything. So DPS is 315 Molten Strike. That's pretty good for right now. So, you know, you should have about at least 150. It's not possible to have less than that with the just the Blood of Summer and the, what is this? Scar of Hate equipped. So, you know, in general, not that bad. I only need to roll one weapon, so pretty decent. See if these gloves are any better. They have life and fire resistance. I'll use them for Inner Halls level 2. So Inner Halls level 2 has fire damage, Inner Halls level 3 has lightning damage. So I haven't seen a ruby ring drop. Transmute, that's always good. We need to prep our next set of flasks. So these greater life flasks are going to replace all our other flasks. Our larges. But they need to be rolled first. Instant recovery with no life and bubbling. That's basically the best flasks you could possibly get in this race. Yeah. So we got some GG flasks. What else? Elemental resistance on the fucking panicked. So yeah, we got flasks for fucking perfection. These guys do a chaos spell, I think it is. So you don't dodge them. Also, we can equip this. 12 fire, 8 cold. So yeah, we can equip that for now. So equip the flasks one at a time. And always, whenever you're swapping flasks, use all the flask charges before you put it in. I mean, just in general, you want to do that. If I ever get an instant flask, I like to put that on the number 1. Then they get or a panic flask. I like to put the panicked on number 1, then the instant on number 2. I just do this because if I smash 1 and 2, I usually smash 1 first. So I'll get the instant effect of the panicked flask first, and then the instant effect from the like bubbling or seething flask next. So you have a little more efficient healing. So if you use the bubbling first, it takes you at a low life, which means that the panicked doesn't heal you instantly. So there's 15 minutes to clear the 3 inner halls.
My spirit is spent.
I think with our current set of gear, we could probably kill the final boss anyways. So we've got decent stuff. If a ruby ring dropped, Gravissius would be no problem at this point. Medium hybrid flask. We don't want that. We don't want none of this, do we? Inner Hall's level 2, level 19, that's good enough. So I want to clear Inner Hall's level 2 a lot more. After you kill the general, the race is unofficially over. So whetstone, we're going to try to roll a better thing than that. We're going to use a regal actually. 8%. No. What, regal? It's terrible. Chaos. 14 to 25. It's pretty decent, I guess. Maybe exalted. Plus 1 to fucking gems. 335 compared to 339. It's basically similar, but this one has more life gain on hit, so we're gonna use that instead. We don't have anything with fire resistance except for that, so I guess we'll save our mirror for that. What's our fire res at? Shitty. So we're gonna have to do a lot of dodging in here. Just keep that in mind. I do have a resistance flask, so shouldn't be too bad. Just don't run into massive amounts of carpets, because the carpets will carpet bomb you. I never noticed that they were carpet bombers until now. The things you notice when you stream. So, the life gun hits are really going to do work in here. Because currently I have probably, what, 16 life gain on hit now? I mean, that's a massive amount. And they're just gonna like walk through mobs. So I want to try to get a little bit extra clearance on here, because it's not going to take 10 minutes to deal with Inner Hall's level 3, and Inner Hall's level 3 should be probably around this corner somewhere. I don't need that sword. Get out of my inventory. What's that? Get out of my inventory. So when you have a piece of gear in a race that you can't reasonably upgrade, just don't bother picking up anything that is like even the same. Like currently, my belt cannot be upgraded, so any belt that drops, I'm just gonna skip. It doesn't matter what it is, because it's not gonna be better. Even if it is, it's not worth the time investment to figure out if it's even better. Shields we don't even use. Yeah, like Iron Skill Gauntlets, those could be better than our current pair of gloves, but I doubt they are. So the current gloves we have 2 damage stats and attack speed, which makes them pretty GG. Let's see. I'm not really sure the best timing to leave this place, but I don't need to get too far away from the door. Guess we're gonna into like a really, really long, terrible hall. Clear this area a little more. This looks like I'm probably run through the middle area and just be killing mobs the entire way through. Like, running the packs like these are the things that you killed in Inner House level 2, because you just run into a bunch of fireballs, and then you get wrecked. I have instant flasks, so it's not nearly as dangerous. Alright, let's get to the next zone. So what? Fire resistance, attack speed, life. We're probably gonna use these skills on Gervasius over these for the fire resistance. What else do we have? Ring, it's terrible. So we really need lightning resistance in here. I have 43, that's really high actually. Preferably I'd get a little bit higher, but you know, whatever, can't get everything. I think it can be upgraded. Helmet can be upgraded. Ring could be exalted. So may as well do that. I don't even know what I got in it. Doesn't even matter. But maybe I can chaos this claw a little bit. Meh. 5 to 9 for some mana leech. You know, stuff is about as good as we're gonna get it right now. We're just gonna basically try to full clear this area. At about 2 minutes remaining, I'm gonna try to go to the general and take him out. Oh my god, I got a helmet with fire resistance. That's really gonna help out. So be wary of running these massive packs of Blackguard Archmages, because if they shock you, they kill you. As you run into a pack, you get shocked, and then you get wrecked afterwards. They take life. It's level 21 right now, and there's about 8 minutes left in the race, which is pretty decent. Try to kill the guys that curse first, because temp chains is bad, and it makes you feel bad. And at this point, I don't think there's really anything I can reasonably upgrade. So, it's like, don't bother picking up anything. I've got 2 swaps I can swap out for more fire resistance. I could probably alch one of my amulets. The strength and something else one. I think strength and int one. Strength dex. And I might be able to get something better out of that than my current amulet. But I think overall my gear is pretty much finalized. Ooh, that transmute. Where is that? This one's Dexant. How many alchemies? Yeah, I got an alch. Could be better. Life, rarity. What's this thing? Absolutely atrocious. Okay, yes it once. Ooh, more life. Wow, this is a terrible inner house. Guess let's just exalt it and equip it. So I think we should have about 400 DPS about now. 404. So right on track. If I have bad luck, I'll have about 300. If I have good luck, I'll have about 600. Added damage on... added damage on gear. Oh, I'm not. I have D&D on. So added damage on gear is going to make a significant difference in this race. So level 21 is rank 26. I'm level 22, so I'm still pretty good. Whoa, dang. See, like these massive packs of Blackguard Archmages, they ruin your day. Almost died, somehow didn't. It's pretty good. a fucking tremendous pack. Oh, 22 lightning. I could actually use that over this piece of shit helmet. So I think my lightning's actually almost capped. Yeah, it'll be capped with a flask. So I'm really safe here. Got one more alchemy. So I have that fire resistance ring, which you saw. I don't even know why I picked that up. So I'm gonna alch the even a hybrid fire resistance ring. Hope that it has something fucking useful on it. And if it does, I'm gonna mirror it for the Gruthvicius fight. Ending in 5 minutes. Topaz, 2 stone. Fire and lightning, 2 stone. That's good. Can't do anything with any topazes anymore. Should have weaved the other way, but whatever. Actually surprised I'm at higher level. So life gun hit's basically keeping us at topped off at all times. You notice like when I run into a pack, as soon as those Molten Strike projectiles hit the ground, all my life comes back. Are those 2 stones? 2 stone 1, 2 stone 2. Wow, those are bad. So that's where Inner Hall's level 3 is, so we can keep clearing over here. I'm surprised I'm actually not higher level, considering how much of this place I've cleared. Oh well. I should not have stood there and just taken it all. Took it like a fucking boss though, is what I did. This is probably a massive dead end. I should leave. So I can probably clear for another minute. And then I gotta get out of here and fight the general. Three minutes? Yeah. Got about a minute left. Don't have a third grader, so that's fine. And we're just gonna take that, not attack speed. This is basically the last pack we can kill.
My spirit is spent.
I don't want to get too far in the nexus. Nothing in there. So yeah, we're basically done. Level 23, I would have liked to get a little more experience, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm really surprised I didn't get more, though. Yeah. I've gotten to, like, level 25 in this area before. This league's ending in 2 minutes, so I can't reasonably keep running around, though. Let's equip all our fire resistance gear. We have fire resistance on helmet. We have fire resistance on these gloves. We might not need that. Fire resistance on that chest. These 2 rings have some fire res. What does this thing have? It's terrible. Let's bless that to be... Oh my god, it's still terrible. Let's see. Gold fire. This has all res. I guess we'll mirror this one. Let's do it. I'm at 48 fire resistance. That's pretty good, I would say.
Show me your power.
Let's wreck him. So life gun hit's basically going to keep us alive the entire fight. I mean, this fight's pretty trivialized from the life gun hit.
My place is at God's side.
What?
Where were your journeys?
What? What? I did not. So he killed the general where he died and then killed the general immediately afterwards. And I didn't get the first kill. God fucking damn it. So, ladder, I am here. Currently top duelist, that's probably gonna change. Unless this I'm so tired Willied soon is not killed anything yet. Kinda trashed in the second room though. The inner hall's level 3. There weren't very many mobs that spawned. But yeah, that's my duel strategy. It's pretty safe, easy to do. I've randomly died to the Rikuku fight. It's just lightning damage, and you can't reasonably get any lightning resistance before then. Because of the way Spark works, the damage is highly erratic. 443 DPS. Claw is pretty meh. Scar of Fate is pretty meh. So I might actually use Added Cold instead of Added Fire. It might do more damage. So let's see. Am I still top duelist? Not sure. We'll have to see. See how I did. We guys finished. So I am actually a first duelist by a very small margin. Very tiny, actually. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy to do. Should be too scared of being a duelist. So yeah, and with 450. I'm gonna use 1 GCP on this. That does nothing, obviously. Chance myself a Duressos. Not that bad though. Getting a resistance flask early on makes a huge difference. Actually, just getting any resistance flask. I try to get them on my medium manas because that's really early on, and you know, after you get medium manas, that's all the medium manas you need. Like, you don't need to get more mana than that, because if you have like the greater mana flasks, for one, they take more charges to fill up, take 20 charges, and they heal faster, so they just fill your mana up to max, and like it stops recovering your mana. So, you know, in general, pretty average RNG, I would say. Gloves are kind of like, what do I expect? Rings, what are these? 47 fire. 2 life gain hit. That's pretty much what I would expect. What was the amber amulet I had? So I threw it on the ground. I must have thrown it on the ground. So yeah, that's how I do Descent Champions, at least. If you enjoyed this, I'm Ghudda, and I will see you next time. I have 1,000 life? Jesus. Slams and jams. Where was this? Event 56? Demi. Boom. Oh, Dodris too. Pass the threshold. So yeah, fairly easy, fairly safe strategy. Where was Hellman in here? Oh, someone died. Hellman must have died someplace very early on. Yeah, Hellman died. So basically, I won a Demi because Hellman died. It's a bold strategy. It's worked out for me a lot of times before. So basically, if you want to get a Demi, hope that Hellman dies, and then you can get a Demi. So yeah, that's the plan on getting Demis. Hellman dies, you get a Demi. Hellman doesn't die, you lose to Hellman RNG.